Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting group for San Francisco. They've got Jason Tatum. Durant is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Marley, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Miami, Stoudemire out there with Nowitzki. And it's Duncan. Then there's Kobe. And it's Nash in at the point.
Here we go.
And San Francisco starts out with the ball. The pass to Marley. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
And I love the effort on defense from Stoudemire. More than capable of coming up with a big-time block on that play.
Here's Kobe. And San Francisco with possession. And here's Tatum for three. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Nash outside. Nowitzki outside. Ryan against Durant. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. From deep, Marley. San Francisco again missing. Duncan against Davis. Nash outside. For three, Kobe. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Oh, Tatum in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Bryant with it. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Nowitzki outside to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nash. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's Nash. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Nowitzki outside. Miami no good on that time either. And San Francisco with possession. Tatum kicks to KD. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Started by Davis. Here's Duncan. Davis with some nice D. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts
it's live C time now.
Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And the Heat making a change here. James is checked in. San Francisco also with the sub. Stoudemire's checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. On the wing, James. Nowitzki with the screen on KD. Just 5 to shoot. One-on-one here. Deflects the pass. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. James looking around. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Durant kicks to Marley. And again, it's San Francisco with a three.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's LeBron inside. Stoudemire. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Miami trails by 9. James, the pass to Arenas. Here's the teardrop.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability.
Oh, wow, I fouled him. Yeah, that's a good foul because he missed the free throw.
Got his size.
And the Heat with some changes. Nowitzki comes in for Tim Duncan. And Bosch is subbed in for Stoudemire. He hits the second from the line. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Stoudemire. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing here by 8. Arenas can't hit. On the wing, Davis, defended by Nash. Here's Doncic. Miami grabs the miss.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
No good from Arenas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Nash. Doncic with the block. And here we go. San Francisco fast break. It's tipped and stolen by Arenas. Nash against Doncic. Nash kicks to Bosch. And a wide open look for James. Good. And it's Bosch picking up the assist.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill. But that three-point shot is on point.
Oh, right at the buzzer.
San Francisco going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about San Francisco so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every
I told me not to do
And
that.
why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor.
I
Very
told me not to
difficult
foul him,
slow
bro.
down.
Chris Bosh is out there with James. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Arenas in at the 1 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And both free throws good for Arenas. San Francisco leading by 8. Gobert dishes to Carter. Drains it from
What's that
beyond the
3?
arc. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Drops in the tray.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what
Jerry
the game
West
has
from
become,
3.
right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And with the lead, I
Stop
like
and
the
pop
strategy
3.
here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Carter with it. Wade picks him up.
Marley.
Marley, they get the rebound. Out of bounds.
That's
Miami
hard.
takes possession.
Wait, what?
Irons checked in for Miami. San Francisco also with the sub. Tatum, he's checked in for Carter. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. LeBron against Tatum. James, the pass to Nowitzki. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
It's amazing LeBron draws so much attention in pick-and-roll situations, but always looking to give it up to a teammate.
From deep three-point land, Stoudemire, no good.
Well defended that time.
Look at him
He's a
with
shooter
the
that
ball.
the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
The big guy attacking the rim. The
Postalizer.
loud and emphatic.
Pass to Bosch. On the wing, James. Guarded by Tatum. The drive by James. And the dunk by LeBron.
You could see it in LeBron's
Oh, he's gonna
eyes.
do
He
that.
would not be denied on that drive.
Here's Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire
Another
with
one.
the jam.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Miami trails by 8. Timeout called the Heat.
Home team.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Bosch. McGrady comes in for James. And it's Nash in for Gilbert Arenas. San Francisco also changing it up. Durant comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Doncic is subbed in for West. McGrady outside. Stoudemire setting the pick for McGrady. It's deflected. Makes it off the glass.
You almost have to come at Stoudemire this hard inside, but he still pushes past the contact.
The three from Tatum. Here's Gobert. Doncic kicks to Tatum. Passes it to Durant. Tries yet again. Pass to Marley. Launches it. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Miami trails by 6. And there's the pass to McGrady. And for Gobert, off target from the baseline. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Got that bucket in no time
Wants
at
a
all.
3-ball.
Doncic has got 6 points.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Durant against McGrady. Fast break, here they come. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, spectacular
Watch it.
athleticism from the 7-foot
The
center
alley-oop.
Gobert. Wow.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Nash kicks to McGrady. Back to Nash. That's good. Great
Oh, he
play
got rid of
set
that
up
one.
by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Nash has got his first points of the game. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've
Poster.
got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Miami trails by 11. Now, here's Nash.
Got to join this
Nowitzki
defense.
outside. Pass to McGrady for 3.
I had defense on
San
him.
Francisco with the rebound.
Oh, Tatum wants that alley. No, who won that alley? Sheesh.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Nash missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should.
Damn,
because
Marley.
it's when you start turning down that kind of look that
For
your
2
offense can
points.
start to bog down a bit.
Ryan against Marley. Kobe misses. And here's Marley. Here's Gobert. What a play!
Oh, Gobert making that
Drains it in
3.
at the buzzer.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
And it's San Francisco with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll return shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Old ball is it?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court right now for San Francisco, Durant is out there with Doncic. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Marley. And it's Davis at the center.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride in making plays.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Doncic kicks to Tatum.
He wants that three.
A three-pointer off the mark. Miami trails by 16. Now Kobe. Nash outside. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And
I did that.
On the wing, Duncan. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Tatum finds Durant. Driving in. Back to Tatum. San Francisco.
Oh, my word.
Tatum's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. A floater. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it home.
Marley with him. 5 points in the game. Drills it from outside.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Randall's checked in for Jason Tatum. Williams comes in for Marley. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And West subs in for Luka Doncic. On the wing, Duncan. He's guarded by Davis. Offensive rebound. San Francisco leading by 15. Here's West. Rebound by Kobe.
You can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Nash. Outside, Kobe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Again, the miss by the Heat. Williams outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Stoudemire's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The dish to Nowitzki. Stoudemire kicks to Nash. Here's the floater. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. Basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Here's Kobe. And it's San Francisco with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
No one near Randall as he lets it go.
What's the three?
That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randle is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randle has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Nash, the pass to Bryant to end the cold streak. Miami no good on that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Kobe. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Heat making a switch here. James is checked in. So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Stoudemire comes in for Julius Randle. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Williams. And Marley subbed in for Leonard. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Duncan. 5 to shoot. Here's Nash. And he's finally able to knock one down.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. San Francisco shooting their first free throws of this game. He misses the free throw. A different look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Duncan. Wade comes in for Stoudemire. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Nash. Leonard, he's checked in for San Francisco.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And that one's good by Marley.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's West. And it's San Francisco with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back to the action in just a minute. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Nash. Bosh is out there with James. Then there's Kobe. And it's Yao in at the center, locking down the middle. It's the group on the floor.
The
from
dynasty, Yao Ming.
And it's Bryant at the elbow. Looking to end his cold spell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Francisco?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Both free throws.
I've been locking Kobe up. Shooting 12%.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for San Francisco. Down he goes!
I made it. How did I do that using the right stick? What? I gotta put this in replay. There's no way he made that. I didn't press any buttons. Oh my goodness. 2K got me going crazy with that.